In 2011, this Whitby 42 was totally refurbished. The work was performed by Leon Bowles, a marine industry professional with his workshop located at Boat Lagoon Marina in Phuket, Thailand. He had the boat hauled out and placed on the hard. Leon then began work on a total refit that would take nearly 4 months to complete. The very first task in the refit involved removing the 30-year-old Ford Lehman 80 horsepower motor from the engine room. This involved first removing the steering pedestal, which included the engine gauge panel. They ended up with 2 chain blocks, pulling from the main boom, one to the front of the engine and one to the back, so as to be able to angle the engine. It came out on its end, with the gearbox pointing almost straight down. There were at least 2 changes of lifting point while it was suspended. The engine was transported back to the shop. It was completely torn down and rebuilt from the ground up. The end result is an engine that will last for years to come. The original aluminum fuel tank in the keel has been a source of problems for Whitby owners in later years. The tanks would develop small pinhole leaks due to aluminum corrosion. Most Whitby owners just give up on the tank and don't use it. During this refit, the old tank was removed and a whole new tank built into the keel. The tank had to be cut into pieces with a grinder and yanked out with a chain hoist. It was encased in foam insulation, which made the removal even more difficult. It took over 16 hours of grinding, pounding, and bending just to get the first half of the tank removed. Next came the task of building a new fiberglass tank right into the keel. The new tank is fully baffled. This tank is located under the engine compartment. The engine is mounted over this tank. Only the inspection plate is visible. The fiberglass work for the keel fuel tank was finished and the engine tray was glassed back in and painted. A stainless lid for the inspection hatch was fabricated with fittings for fill, breather, and suction. The fuel capacity for this tank is 400 liters. The next job on the refit was replacing the standing rigging. A crane was brought in and the mast was unstepped. New stainless steel rigging was installed on all of the stays and shrouds. Brand new, custom stainless steel dinghy davits were designed and fabricated. The davits are mounted on the aft deck. Brackets for mounting the solar panels are affixed to the top of the davit. A 450-watt solar array rests on top of the davits. The sheaves for the pulleys are custom fit into the davit arms for easy lifting of the dinghy. Even a child can raise the dinghy. Mooring cleats have been added to the upright posts. The davits feature a small arm lift to the side of the davit to lift the outboard up and down from a dinghy in the water. A separate engine mounting bracket is secured to the side railings. A professional, woodworking shop was hired to replace the teak seating and flooring in the cockpit. Phuket Inter Woodwork is located at Boat Lagoon Marina. The teak sections were assembled in the workshop and glued in place once on board the boat. No screws were used. The finished teak adds a classic look of refinement to the cockpit area. The repainting of the decks began with a lot of preparation work. All areas had to be taped off and sanded. In a lot of places the old paint was peeling away. These areas required extra sanding. The bow especially required extra work to ensure a smooth finish. First a high build primer was applied. Next a 2-part polyurethane paint was applied for a bright shiny finish. After the finished areas were painted, a non-skid application was applied to all of the walking areas. After a close look at the through holes and seacocks, it was not clear how long it had been since the last time they were removed and rebedded. So, all of the through holes were removed for closer inspection and replaced where needed. The rest were thoroughly cleaned. The backing plates were replaced and resealed to the hull. Lapping paste was used to get the cones to seal properly. Where needed, some seacocks were replaced. The refrigeration on the boat was upgraded with the addition of 2 new Frigiboat compressors. The Frigiboat brand is widely regarded as one of the best systems available for marine applications. There are separate compartments for the freezer and the refrigerator. One compressor serves the refrigerator and a separate compressor serves the freezer compartment. Additionally, new evaporator plates were added to each compartment. Custom fit insulation was cut and added to the freezer compartment and glassed in to improve accessibility. The refrigerator compartment is accessible from the top or from the lower front door. The bilge was thoroughly cleaned and painted. New freshwater plumbing lines were installed as well. Rounding out the refit is the installation of the Spectra Ventura Watermaker, a cutting-edge system that provides a reliable source of fresh water on board. The Spectra Ventura Watermaker was installed in the bilge area under the main companionway, ensuring easy access for maintenance and operation. This convenient location allows the produced fresh water to be pumped directly into the water tanks on board, guaranteeing a steady supply of potable water. This Whitby 42 JD is now for sale. The boat is a proven world cruiser. Besides this complete refit in 2011, many more upgrades were added in 2018, including all new sails from Raleigh Tasker Sailmaker. Even more new equipment such as air conditioning was added in 2023. Subscribe to our channel to see more videos about the most recent upgrades. JD is in better condition than any other Whitby 42 for sale in the world. JD has been cruising throughout Southeast Asia for the past 10 years and is currently docked at Refit Marina in Langkawi, Malaysia. This boat is offshore ready. If you're looking for a dependable blue water boat, this is the one for you. JD offers a good value. It has been properly outfitted, sailed and maintained, and is capable of taking you to great cruising destinations. For more information, visit our website at whitby42forsale.com.